Hello everyone, this is DavidViadel23 and welcome to the Mandragon's Cave. Today we are gonna be checking the sketchbook tour for Inktober 2024. Inktober 2024 just finished now, okay, in the end of October, and you already know some of these drawings because I've been drawing it here with you, and you followed, I think, probably 4 of the 31 prompts and everything. Inktober, it's a challenge that is created by Jake Parker around 2016-2017, and basically he and his colleagues, they proposed to have this exercise to be able to go back to drawing and everything, and a small thing. So they decide to do like a list with random prompts, and in that list you will have to do a drawing, a specific ink drawing, because these guys are most of it from traditional media, but nowadays it evolved a little bit more, so you can use color, you can use digital work, you can do, you know, you don't need to be an artist in the sense of a designer. You can do, for example, music things, poems, you can do multiple things, okay? But the Instagram for Inktober and the challenge for Inktober is more focused to ink work, okay? I have participated around probably 7 years, 6 years, something like that, and every year I've done something different. Lately I'm trying to have a maxima, a rule for myself, that is don't check tomorrow's prompt, go one day by day, okay? And I'm taking the first prompt as a guide. This time it was backpack, so you will see through the drawings that we carry the backpack all the time, okay? So let's start checking everything slowly. This is the first backpack. I decided to do, this is probably the list that I liked the least. I'm not a hiking person, and I'm not a mountain person, and most of the prompts are hiking, walking, trekking related, adventure related. I'm more the type of bookworm, books, drawings, movies, and things like this. Reading a lot, watching a lot of things, taking a lot of notes, and yeah, basically drawing and creating. I do my adventure things, but not. I wasn't expecting a full list of Inktober about this topic. Okay, so backpack is the first one. So I decided to draw a caricature of ourselves here, and we are going into an adventure. I'm currently reading Harry Potter, rereading Harry Potter as well, and I wanted to add this kind of comedy or cartoony sense to the backpack. So this is our backpack that it's as well cartoonized, and this is kind of an idea of me packing many things when we go somewhere, or liking the objects, like in Beauty and the Beast, so much that for me they even have life, they are even my friends and things like this. And with this, a kind of a pun as well for the Book of Monsters, the creatures that you have in the second movie for Harry Potter with Hagrid and everything, okay? And when he becomes the professor for care of magical creatures and everything. So I just wanted to do this kind of caricature, and so I make her like, oh, a little bit over the top, no, like joking with the amount of things that I always pack and everything. So the second prompt is discover. I recently read 2 books recommended by her as well, called Emily Wilde. One is Encyclopedia of Fairies, the other one is Map of the Other Lands, and is basically a girl exploring the world to find fairy doors. So I decided to do this. Very nice, very interesting, because how we were in the topic at that time and we were talking about these things, it sounded very interesting for me to be able to kind of joke with the aspect like we're going into an adventure and we are going to be finding fantasy things. My favorite, my style is cartoon, and my favorite genre, we will say, it's fantasy or epic fantasy. So you will see that all of this is a lot of epic fantasy reference and as well things from the pop culture that you may like Pokemon, etc. So prompt number 3 we have down here is boots. I decided to turn a little bit the aspect of the prompt and not do just a boot. So I like to play with miniature things, or when something is very small and something is very big. So I decided to make us here like driving this super boot, like you know, like it's a car. The back is here, as you can see. Always the back is with us, and yeah. So this brings us to exotic. Exotic, I decided to do this kind of phoenix bird, exotic bird, looking like a phoenix, and the concept as well is like, for me, is like a mini Moltres from Pokemon. And yeah, I'm enjoying. We are having some sandwiches here and everything, and she's scared of the phoenix, like, oh my god, this is a bird. As well, this is a joke with her that I have, that before we met, all of this kind of she liked a lot epic fantasy and things like this, but maybe I introduced her a little bit more like into Pokemon things and all this stuff as well. So kind of a joke that we have in between us. Here we have Binoculars. Is as well a joke with the size, having like a very big binoculars that probably we had in the back because we have plenty of things in there. And I'm joking with the previous prompt. Sometimes I do this. I try to connect 2 prompts, and here we are joking, oh, can you see more of those exotic birds? And she's like, no. And we actually have here a cartoony Articuno and a cartoony Zapdos, that they are like, what is going on here? What is these 2 guys doing? And actually behind us, this kind of a little bit of a English humor that you can see in some cartoon, English cartoon as well. And the back is shouting at us like, actually, these 2 are here. So, funnily enough, this is in Instagram that you can see this full project one by one nicely in the Instagram that I will put down here in the show more section. And they have, you know, really nice music. I tag a lot of people on Instagram and Inktober and you know, the different materials that I've been drawing these drawings, like, you know, Standler, Uniball, big markings, Faber-Castell, and you know, brands like this, Copic as well for the mouths and for the tones, and basically Alpino Colores as well, Spanish brand. So basically this blew up in Instagram, maybe because the funny thing with the binoculars, and it broke the Instagram. It had so many likes, so many views and everything, and that's nice. That's nice. I like as well when I'm doing a project and people is appreciating the work and everything, so that is very interesting. So let's continue with the second page. We have here on the left hand side trek. I don't trek. I don't go much to the mountain, as I was saying, and so I decided to do my nerd thing and draw a Spock character from science fiction Star Trek, and we are like doing a campfire here, having some marshmallows, and he's telling us stories about aliens and space and things, and we are like, ooh, scared, gross, ah, this is so weird that you're telling us, and like, we are eating, you know. Then we go into the next one, that is passport. I saw a lot of people drawing passports. I know it's totally normal to draw a passport if the drawing is passport, but I try to think what is the problem with the passport and what will be an issue. The issue will be that you go to the plane, for example, or to the border, and you can't cross, or you can't go into the plane because you forgot the passport. So I made this kind of joke, like, I'm so happy forgetting the bag there, going into our plane, that it's a Pokemon Lugia with a Psyduck is waiting there for us to let us board here on this fantastic plane, and she forgot the passports at home, and he's like, oh no. So she never forgets anything in that aspect, but I just wanted to make the joke with this. So then the next one is hike. And again, with hike, I wanted to turn around the aspect. So every week, even if the word is very obvious, I would check online the meaning of the word, and if it has different meanings, or different meanings as well in slang or in other languages. For example, hike up. This when you do this with the trouser, is hike up. And when you get very upset about something, you are hiking up as well. So I do not do many drawings like we are just walking, hiking, trekking, and all these things. I decided to play a little bit with the word. So I done these kind of jokes here, inner jokes that maybe if you don't research the word, you don't understand. Connected to the previous one, we are talking to the Psyduck, and he basically, we paid one sock to access to the plane in the previous one, and he's like, 10 Psyduck, madness, we agreed one sock only. So he's kind of hiking up the price that we previously arranged. That's another meaning of the word. And I play with this, and then I made her very happy, very cute, very sweet, because actually I didn't realize that she forgot the passport in the previous one, and she's like, anyway, we can't go, because she got so upset that he's not gonna be able to pay. He doesn't want to pay the price that Psyduck is asking now to pay. So I'm good with that. I'm good. Then the next one here is sun. Again, I decided to do little suns, like they are kind of coming out of my hair. Why? You will see it later in a bit. There is a video, I think, about this one, that I've done a video about this one that you can follow as well. I'm gonna be putting some of the videos here, a couple of videos while we watch, so you can jump into the specific drawings as well, on top of seeing the Instagram drawings, okay? So this one, number 10, is Nomadic. Nomadic, I decided to take the most famous concept of a nomad is, you know, the camels and the desert and everything. So I done an anthropomorphic camel, like a humanized camel, walking, and this giant, because instead of flying with the Lugia, we found a second way of transport, and here we are, very little, very small. If you see, this is like my fingernail, so you have an idea of how small I was drawing these things. And on top of that, I've done this second joke with the laptop, like the nomadic type of living that we are having now in 2024, 2023, of people working remote or working from wherever they want, but connected to the office and things like this. Then this is number 11. Number 11 is snacks. I already done one eating sandwiches before, and that's one of the things because not checking the next prompt, that is my own challenge, and it came to snacks. So I decided to do a snack from One Piece. A snack is one of the sweet generals from Big Mom in One Piece, and there is a lot of lore about him, and basically I made him that he went to get some snacks to the shop and is showing us how to get ourselves some snacks, and we are so happy and everything there. And then we realized that the balls, these little suns that we had before, they are still with us, they are floating around us, around the back and everything, that we don't know very well what is going to happen with them, but we have them there. We don't know. They seem to be eggs of that phoenix that visited us a couple of drawings ago. Okay. Then in this one, the prompt is remote. You can see the remote. So I decided to draw her checking on the map, okay, and making like one of these big stones, like in Asterix and Obelix, and we reached to the point that is too remote in the map, and we need to come back probably. I make even here the batteries for all of it a stone, like it's from a Stone Age or something like that. Okay. Then the next one here, we have as well Horizon. Horizon, I wanted to make the joke because in the previous one we were checking the map that we reached the horizon, we reached the limit of the map, and here we have the line and the paper a little bit broken, and she's like, okay, this is the end, we now need to come back. But how I'm very curious, I want to check what is on the other side, but it's basically just a drop. Then here it's the prompt is roam. Roam is when you go walking as well. As you can see, there are a lot of words that are very similar. So for roam, I decided to take the example of when your mind is roaming and you are doing something but thinking about something else. And here we are walking, roaming around, but at the same time, mind roaming around again. So I'm thinking about, oh my god, I will have a really nice burger with fries and everything. And we have a couple of the eggs of the phoenix flying around. Some of the rest are inside as well. Very nice. This, I have to say, is my favorite Inktober so far. I didn't marry with the list at the beginning, but as soon as I took us for a example for a project, and I started doing these funny things, this funny kind of newspaper comic strip little one, I enjoyed it so much. And from 2016 more or less I'm participating, 2017, well, almost since the very beginning I'm participating. This, I have to say, is my favorite Inktober. You can see my other Inktovers as well in my Instagram, okay? I have all of them in highlights, so you just scroll the highlights at the very top of my Instagram and you can see all of them, okay? This one here is Guidebook. So basically, she's been checking the map the whole time, trying to lead us, to guide us and everything, and she's here like, are you telling me that you had this the whole time? So I actually, in my backpack, I had a super nice and detailed guidebook of everywhere around, with notes, with paper, with postcards and everything, and yeah. So then, next one here is Grungy. Grungy is when you get dirty, let's say. So I decided to go basic for the word, like we are in an adventure, we stepped into some mud and we are playing chop, 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 and we got all full of mud everywhere. I'm happy like a kid playing and everything. The back is happy as well because it's something very funny, and she's like, oh, not again, not again, let's continue, let's carry on. Then I have this one here that is journal. So these two guys, sorry, these two guys here are from the book I mentioned previously, from Emily's Wild Encyclopedia of Fairies. This girl is my Emily in the story, and this guy is my Bumblebee in the story, okay? You need to read it because it's very nice. I recommend to read this book. This book is by Heather Fawcett. Heather Fawcett, I think she is North American or Canadian. I think it's about English. It's located in an English scenario, but she is not English. I think she is from the other side of the world, and it is very nice. I 100% recommend it, and I can't wait. Please, Heather, bring us the third one, because I need to read it. We want to read it. It's so nice, so beautiful, and congratulations for the book. Let's move on. Okay. Here, okay, in this page, we have the... Well, in the previous one I done journal, so Emily drawing is it's writing on the journal the things about the fairies and all these magic things that we encounter. So she's asking us for kind of advice and what we have seen around, okay? So then we have this one, and that we are driving, because the prompt is drive the bag. So I decided to make the bag a multi-purpose type of bag that can do whatever we need in every circumstance. And I'm driving because I love to drive. I'm always in charge to drive around, and we have the little wheels here. The bag is scared because she never transformed into that, and we have the nice sofas there to sit, and she's so happy, like like flying, like in Titanic and everything. So nice. One of my favorite drawings, perhaps this one here. Then we have Rich. Okay, so I made this one kind of a little bit of a psychological type of drawing, when you have to walk sometimes in life through a ridge, through a very thin and straight situation, and you are struggling, and it's very difficult, and we have each other there. I knew you could do it. I'm not there yet. I'm almost there. I need to cross to the other side of the ridge, to the other side of these cliffs and everything. And she's very excited about me achieving it, and as well the other way around. I'm always very excited when she achieves something, and playing with this kind of psychological aspect of a character, or in the real life of ourselves as well, and everyone has these things that they want to do and they want to get better at. Okay, so now we go into prompt 20. This is 2/3 already of the project, and the prompt is Uncharted. So I wonder what's up there. So I decided to draw us having, taking a break here, chilling a little bit, curious about this massive map that we found, and we are actually, looks like we are traveling this area, and there is darkened area there that we don't know what's there. It's Uncharted area, and say, shall we go and explore? And we are there very excited. These little suns, these little phoenix eggs are flying around, very excited as well. At this point, I decided to do the story non-conclusive, so I can come back to it anytime I want, and because the previous Inktober's kind of are similar to this, some of them are closed in mini comics and some of them are open that I can continue the story, okay? For this one I decided to leave it open so I can revisit the characters and in sometimes say, where are they now? Let's do a check and let's see what they are doing, okay? And I find that, because it's a very personal project, something very interesting, okay? Even if this is Inktober, that I've been drawing the prompts for Inktober, I took it around for a way to make it very personal and very our thing, and I enjoy it so much. I'm telling you, my favorite Inktober so far. 21, Rhinoceros. I could have done a typical Rhinoceros, but why not do my favorite Pokemon, or one of my favorite Pokemons, that is Rhyhorn. But this case I made it very dark, being a black Rhyhorn. So we are here, you know, patting him a little bit. Good boy. He's a little bit scared because this is actually a bigger Rhyhorn than normal size of the Rhyhorn. The Rhyhorn normally is a little bit smaller than this. After this, we make camp. Camp is the prompt. The tent that we have is the bag that expanded, like in Harry Potter as well. And then we have a space there to sleep. We have a little bit of drinks here and everything. We made camp with our pirate flag and everything there. Very nice. And as well, look at the size of this. It's like a little bit bigger than a nail. This is done with 0.05 or 0.1 drawing. The other drawings, like the previous one that you see a little bit bigger, like the Rhyhorn, it's with 0.2, this size. And yeah, so then we have this one here, that it's rust. So we find this giant sword at some point in the adventure. Is all rusty, all you see all this redness, brown and everything, and we are like, oh my god, maybe we find someone very, very, very big. And this is very nice. I enjoy it so much, and let's keep watching. Okay. Then we have here Expedition. Expedition is a difficult one that I was thinking what to do. And what is one of my favorite expedition movies in the whole world? The story of the Atlantis and the Disney representation of the Atlantis. So I decided to draw Milo. That Milo, like on the contrary that happens in his story, he needs money for his expedition. So here he is offering money for us to do an expedition, and we are like, oh, actually, sure thing. You wanna sponsor this? You wanna sponsor these adventures? No problem, Milo. No problem, Disney guy. We are gonna do this, and I'm kind of negotiating with Milo. Milo is very nice guy, is accepting everything, and she's there like, woo, with dollar signs there shining and everything, like what is going on here? This was so sudden and so by surprise. Then number 25, as you may discover already, is a Scarecrow, and when I think about Scarecrows, I automatically go into the Wizard of Oz. So I decided to do the one from Wizard of Oz, but this time, you know, adding some crows, like he's not doing his job, he's just a funny guy, chilling there. We met him and everything, and he's kind of indicating us the way as well a little bit. We are very happy to see him and everything, very nice guy, you know, a couple of crows here as well. The back is very happy as well. 26 is camera. So we found nice things around and we wanted to take some pictures. So how we had a super massive crazy bag, you can't find anything. So she has a very, 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 very tiny camera, working camera from that I found online, and it's like a keychain size. So I made a joke with that, like, oh my god, I just found it, and I'm head inside trying to throwing all the things like a chicken, a toilet paper, a pencil there and everything. And the sock from the beginning of the story as well is there. Now number 27 is road. Road, again, one of those things that if you want to include as a character or as a thing, a road is a road. But how I'm a very, very fan of One Piece, I don't know if you noticed by the channel, half of the videos are One Piece videos. I decided to do a road poneglyph, a red poneglyph. For all of those who don't know what is this, the red poneglyphs are 4, and by putting together the information written in this ancient language here of the poneglyphs, you will be able to find the final island. So Luffy can head to become the Pirate King and everything. And this is introduced at the beginning of the story, the Rio Poneglyph and the Void Century with Nico Robin and the Arabasta Saga. And slowly, you start to learn more about this. And I decided to do a drawing because it is very nice. I wrote there, what is this? I can feel it. Because this is one of the things that happens with Luffy and with some other characters in the story, that they have kind of a special... It's not a power or ability, but they have this kind of innate sense of feeling others or feeling objects and things, and I think there is more to that story, and I can't wait to see more. But I kind of wanted to do this kind of homage to Oda and to my favorite story ever, that is One Piece. Okay, so here we see you will recognize this guy as a Donphan from Pokemon. And the prompt here is Jumbo. Jumbo is something massive, crazy, very big. So you think of as well, Jumbo is elephant. You think of an elephant, and with Dumbo or Dumbo as well, the movie and everything. So I decided to do another of my favorite Pokemon, that is Donphan. And Nidorino as well is one of them, Chikorita is one of them. You can find these Pokemons in my Instagram because I've drawn them a couple of times. So I decided to do a very large Donphan that is carrying us, okay, in another area that we need to transport, and he's jumping so happy that he's carrying some people around that he's like hop, 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 and we are jumping, we are hold on. The back as well is nicely tied up here, so we don't lose the back and everything. The back is as well in a funny face there and everything, but yeah, we are nearly at the end, okay. This is number 29, Navigator. I couldn't not draw Nami from One Piece, so I decided to do a nice drawing of Nami, and so she's kind of negotiating. She said, you can use ours, and she's like, really? We are giving her some of our charts that we've been traveling around the map and everything, around this Uncharted area, so she can draw her maps and everything, and go with Luffy and the rest and explore that area as well, inland and in sea. We haven't been to sea ourselves in this adventure, but he can see the things that we have explored. And I'm here very shy, be at the back, like you are meeting a famous person. Ooh, I'm very shy. His heart's in the eye of the back. It's in love with Nami and everything. So nice. And now we jump into the last page that only contains 2 drawings, the 2 last drawings, okay? This is Violin. As you can see as well, I wanted to continue a little bit with the previous drawing and make like, she didn't have to, in exchange of the charts that we have given her, she gave us a violin, and we are like, what are we gonna do with a violin? We are not musicians, we don't play violin. What is this? She didn't have to give us anything actually. And then we have this ghost that if you watch One Piece, this is Brook, and Brook is like, oh no, she gave away my violin and I wanted to play and everything. Brook is the musician of the group. And I explained in the Instagram post that we didn't keep it, we gave it back to Brook, so and I explained as well there that this is not something that Nami would do, and I have a video about this as well, explaining all of these things. I will put it up there as well. But it is that joke that Nami will never do that. She is the cut burglar, but she will never sold, Zoro's sword or Usopp's pachinko or Luffy's hat or Brook's violin. She will never do that. But this is just a joke, kind of making some jokes about, Pokemon, One Piece, and the things that I like, or the books that I like and I'm reading at the moment. And this leads us to the last drawing, that is Landmark. With Landmark, I decided for us to have these little suns, these little phoenix eggs that they've been flying with us, floating with us the whole story. They basically hatched, at the very end, and they hatched because we found the mother. The mother is very happy, very lovely, with the heart sign and everything. So we decided to put our landmark here, our sign here with the sun, that we managed to arrive here. And we are very happy with them, but I think we should, we should carry on with our story. We should go somewhere else and leave the family here in this Uncharted area so they can enjoy and grow with mom, with the Moltres mom, with the Phoenix mom, and learn how to fly and, you know, grow strong and fairy and everything. So this has been my Inktober 2024. Thank you, Inktober team. Thank you, Jake Parker. This was very, very nice. Extra challenge for me because, as I said at the beginning, I am not a backpacker, or I'm not a person who goes to trek, hike, and not a nomadic person and all these things. It was an extra challenge for me because of the topic, and I enjoy it so much. Some years I would draw in digital, like last year I did a mini comic, the previous one as well I did a mini comic as well. The previous one I've done a project with gargoyles, and they will pop in the same page, all the gargoyles. I've done as well some walks as well, very nice walks with epic fantasy characters, and as well things that I like. And yeah, you can find all of this information on my Instagram, so please feel free to go and gossip around and text me if you want to text me and ask me something about one of the specific drawings or multiple, or I don't know, if you want to know anything about art or anything about the things I mentioned here, you know, One Piece, Pokemon, Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter, Lord Olympus, Naruto, Bleach, just feel free to drop me a message here in the comments, or private message, and let's open conversation. I love to discuss about the art things that I like. And yeah, I think this is gonna be everything for today. This is DavidViadel23, DavidViadel23. You can say it as you want, and this is the Mantrascape. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you like the drawings and the Inktober challenge. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Thank you very much. Bye.